What's up, guys? Welcome to That Creative Life. It's me, James Mathis. Today, we're going to talk about one of my favorite features about the Helix family of products. So let's roll that intro and let's get started. Okay, so as you know, I have become a youth pastor and worship leader. And so as a worship leader, I've been having to build a worship program from scratch with very little musicians to start with, trying to build up a program. And it's not been super easy because we don't have a lot of musicians in our church. Currently, we have bass, one guitar, which is me, and drums, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes it can not feel as full as you necessarily want it to. And so this applies to worship music, but it also can apply to just about any other genre that you'd want it to, because this is one of the coolest little tricks I've ever seen. But Worship Tutorials has put out a patch that is specifically for pads to go along with an acoustic guitar. On the Helix, you have enough DSP where you can run a normal electric guitar path on the top, as long as it's like a HX stomp size one, and then run the pads on the bottom and be able to run those out separately so that you can be able to control the volume through the PA differently than you can through your guitar. So if you don't have a piano player, or you don't have a way to initiate keys because you don't have the ability to do the computer while playing guitar and all that other mess, this is kind of the solution. As you saw at the very beginning of the video, all I had to do was click a button. I was controlling my Helix with my computer, but turned on that pad for the key of G, because they have them in all 12 keys, and it starts, and then I can play over top of it. And that allows me to have some freedom to move around, do some finger picking, and not have to play 24/7 to still have a nice full sound. So if you're a part of a band and you've been trying to figure out how to add some key or synth stuff and you don't have someone to do it, and this is your rig, that's the way to go. If you are at a small church and you've been trying to figure out how to have that keyboard synthesizer sound, or if you have a piano player but they don't know necessarily how to do the keyboard side of things, the synth side, the pad side, this can be a way to fill in that gap. And so if you have the Helix and you want to check it out, I highly recommend Worship Tutorials presets for it. It's not hard to figure out how to make them yourself, but I'm going to try to help support them because I like their presets, and not sponsored by any means, but I just really like their stuff. So check it out. I promise you it's worth it. You'll hear some more at the end with like being able to solo over top of just a pad kind of playing behind. If you have a bass player to move the chords, then you're golden. So it's a really cool way to kind of help fill out your band sound, especially right now at Christmas time when you want kind of a fuller sound, because it's supposed to be nostalgic almost. And so you need that kind of like something to kind of bring back some of that nostalgic feeling in the music. And so for me, not having a piano player and keyboard at my church, this has been the best thing that I've ever discovered. And it has truly made a big difference, especially in transitions, being able to have that pad keep going and fairly smooth transitions between the pads, so you can switch when you need to between songs and give yourself time to change capos and do all this other stuff. It's really a game changer for that kind of playing or that kind of atmosphere where you need to be able to do that kind of stuff and you don't have someone. So highly recommend Worship Tutorials. It's their acoustic guitar and pads. I took it and then built my own electric guitar signal on it using the Clarity amp, which has become my favorite one. Highly recommend. But if you have any questions about anything except how theirs is laid out, because I'm not going to spoil their secrets, but if you have any questions or if you want to help finding it, leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, like it, and if you're not already, subscribe to the channel. It means the world to me. I love you guys. Don't forget to live that creative life. I'll see you next time. Bye.